The brainstem is a brain structure found between the diencephalon and the spinal cord and connects the brain to the spinal cord. There are three functional regions within the brainstem that we will examine: the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla oblongata. The midbrain is the superiormost region of the brainstem and is adjacent to the diencephalon. The functional regions of interest within the midbrain are the inferior colliculus and the superior colliculus. The inferior colliculus is a structure that projects auditory sensory information from the sensory structures within the cochlea of the inner ear to the thalamus. The superior colliculus is a structure that combines visual, auditory, and proprioception information so that visual and auditory stimuli can be localized and perceived in the space around us. It also helps to coordinate the movement of the eyes towards auditory or touch stimuli. The pons is a collection of tracts that allow the cerebrum, particularly the frontal and parietal lobes of the cerebrum, to communicate with the cerebellum in order to carry out muscle movements. Recall that the precentral gyrus of the frontal lobe issues commands to skeletal muscles, causing their movement, and the parietal lobe receives touch and proprioception information from all over the body. We will see that the cerebellum will use this information to plan and coordinate skeletal muscle movements. The brainstem consists of the superiorly located midbrain, the pons, and the inferiorly located medulla oblongata, which continues on to become the spinal cord. The medulla oblongata, or simply medulla, contains tracts that communicate between the hypothalamus and the rest of the body, as the hypothalamus functions in the control of homeostasis. Since these functions are relayed through the medulla oblongata, it has some overlapping functions with the hypothalamus. Major functions of the medulla include control of heart rate and breathing rate. It also regulates the actions of swallowing, sneezing, and coughing, and carries out additional functions related to homeostasis through the cranial nerves, as many of the cranial nerves emerge from the medulla. Returning to figure 13.12, we find that the medulla is located at the base of the brainstem.